Are counting the cost tonight after a band of squally winds, described by eyewitnesses as tornadoes, swept through the region, tearing down roofs and overturning vehicles. The first reports of the storm came in Nuneaton at 6:15 a.m. At 7, there were similar reports in Luton, and by 7:10, a funnel of wind was reported in Northampton. By 8 a.m, the storm was being felt in Farnborough, and there were reports of a factory roof being blown off in Breaston in Derbyshire.
The residents of Mallard Avenue in Nuneaton have never seen anything like it.
The windows blew open and slammed shut, and it sounded like there's an express train coming down the road, and then it stopped and I went back to sleep.
For most of the day, residents have been clearing up and working out just how much all this will cost to repair. It may only have lasted for a few minutes, but the damage has been really quite serious. Some of the fences, like this one, have been damaged and others have been completely blown off. But hundreds of roof tiles were also scooped up by the force of the wind. They were hurled through the air, and when they landed, they caused damage like this. Several of the cars were pelted with debris, many of the windows smashed. Telephone lines were brought down with the force of the wind. Even a trampoline from a back garden ended up outside in the street. This was a storm in suburbia.
We've heard it described as a tornado. We've had torrential rain for about 30 to 40 seconds, and in that period of time 41 properties have had structural damage.
So the gust of wind came right over your house then? Jill Newman lost most of her roof. She spent most of the day on the phone to the insurance company.
I don't know where the guttering is at all. We can't find it. Because I thought the firemen had taken it off, but they hadn't. They'd just taken the tiles off.
Insured?
Yes.
The high winds and rain affected other areas too, from Hampshire to the Midlands. On this Luton housing estate, residents woke to a similar story.
A tornado of about 4 metres square came round the large tree, went over my neighbour's house and made a hole in the roof.
Here in Farnborough, in northeast Hampshire, the emergency services were called in to make sure loose chimney stacks and tiles were secured. The force of the wind was clear, with bus stops being uprooted. It's also been a busy day for roofing contractors. Across the areas hit, they've been repairing the damage and assessing the cost.
I've never seen any kind of high winds this localised. We're probably talking around us probably 30 to 40 houses at the most that seem affected in this area. Never seen anything like it before.
The experts say that tornadoes hit Britain around 30 times a year. Meteorologists can't predict when they'll strike again. Although tonight they are forecasting much calmer conditions. Nick Martin, Channel 4 News, Nuneaton.